All right, this is One Last Midnight, and we're back for a Banished Challenge 2 update number 1. There's some slight change to the rules, and I'm going to cover scheduling. I'm inviting a couple more players, and I'm answering some questions. So after some play testing, decided that the rules needed to change slightly. So let's go ahead and go over the changes in the rules. The rules that have changed are in yellow. And so the force game speed has not changed. 1x speed was just beyond painful to run at. So I've decided that the first 5 minutes is run at 2x speed. The majority, or the remainder, almost the remainder of the game is run at 5x speed. And the last 30 minutes is run at 10x speed. Restricted professions. Because of the speed issue, people were having challenges even reaching into year 30. Some people had did some tests. They were practicing for the challenge. And so I had to reduce these numbers down a little bit. So no farmers for the first 5 years, no teachers for the first 10 years, and no doctors for the first 15 years. The other change was on the tactical pauses. You get a tactical pause on the beginning of the game, which didn't change. The second pause is when you're moving to 5x speed, and the third pause is when you're moving to 10x speed. And then the max length of the pause is 5 minutes. I hope that clarifies some things. All right, now this is what I've come up with for the schedule. The challenge will start September 1st at high noon Central Standard Time. So figure out what time that is for you. And it doesn't matter if you post afternoon. All right, this is not posting. It doesn't matter if you start after September 1st or not. The more important thing is when the challenge ends. So your recording should end by September 15th. So this is just recording time. 15 days for 2 weeks for recording time. That should be enough for everybody and their schedules to figure out how they can squeeze in 4 hours of Banished to be able to do the challenge. Now, the video uploading is important. We're all going to upload on a schedule. The reason for this is because it's a population challenge, and we don't want anybody to know what your ending population is. Otherwise, somebody's going to say, I've got 300 people, and it's like, well, why even bother trying, right? So we're going to keep population a secret. So the schedule's listed here. The first video is going to go up on the 16th at noon, and the last video will go up October 1st. And then the other dates are listed there as well. And you can post it anytime you want to. That breaks it down into 8 half-an-hour episodes. So that's what we're going to shoot for. Everybody's going to do 8 half-an-hour episodes, and that'll be the 4 hours total. The last thing and the most important thing is no one talks about Fight Club. I mean, absolutely seriously. Don't share in your Twitter or your Facebook or your YouTube channel or anything, any of the experiences that you had, or the population total, especially the population total. The experiences are important because there's some things that are going to happen initially when you load up, and I don't want to ruin them for players at all. I want everybody to, I mean, it's going to be hilarious to see everybody's reaction when they first load up the game. So no pre-peeking at the video file. Or at the save game file. I am going to upload the save game file, and that's the day that we start. Don't spoil it for anybody, please. I really can't stress that enough. Don't spoil it for anybody, the experiences or your population total. So we have a great group of people, but I wanted to try to extend this out. I mean, I love Banished, and there's always people playing Banished on YouTube. Banished is such a fantastic game. I found some other people that I thought would be really cool to invite. So for you guys, Hater Tots, Steadfast, Conflicted Nerd, Skystorm, Fenowin, Gaz Plays, and M. Wallens. If you guys would like to join, I'd really appreciate it. I mean, it's just going to be a great game. I don't know if you saw the first Banished challenge, but we all had a lot of fun during the first Banished challenge. If you'd like to join us, please just put in the description below that you accept the challenge, and we'll get you hooked up with Discord so that you can get the save game file and you can talk to everybody that's playing. So, of course, with anything, we've had some questions, and let's answer them, make sure everybody's clear. So there are the herdsmen allowed? Yep, the herdsmen are absolutely allowed. Farmers are not allowed. Herdsmen and farmer are totally two different things. Are apothecary or herbalist allowed? Now, here's where it kind of blends in. I have put a complete medical restriction for 15 years. So you cannot have anything that's related to medical at all for 15 years. Your doctor died aboard the ship. Nobody has medical knowledge. You're going to have to regain that knowledge. So 15 years is the time in which you're regaining it. What version of Banished are we playing? We're playing the standard version of Banished. We're not playing the beta. So make sure that you're not subscribed to the beta. Make sure that you're playing, I believe it's 106. And the version of Colonial Charter that we're using, because some people are asking, we're using the 171, which is called Journey. And you can find that in the mods list inside of Banished. Can you have additional mods? Absolutely not. No other mod is allowed except for Colonial Charter 1.710 or 71. The reason for this is because there's a lot of mods that are very helpful, but we want everybody on the same playing ground. So only this one mod is allowed. Can you play? For those who weren't invited, can you play? Not this time around. So if you'd like to play with the next challenge, just shoot me a note or a comment, and I'll make sure that you're on the list for the next challenge. Also, I'm happy to save or to give out the save game file to anyone after all the final videos have been posted. And finally, who's accepted so far? Well, we've got 12 players so far. So there's a list of names of all people who have accepted. We might have some more coming before the beginning of the challenge, but I'll do another update before the beginning of the challenge, let the final head count be known, and maybe some other additional instructions if we have any. But then I hope everybody enjoys themselves. It's going to be a blast. It's absolutely going to be a blast. You're going to have a great time. It's hard. I'm going to warn you guys in advance. This is hard. Excuse me. Even though I set it up, I played to test it out. It's tough. I got killed off. And so I made it hard for me. So it's going to be hard for seasoned players for sure. Take those pauses and that, playing at 2x speed as a godsend, because you're going to need it to figure out what your strategy is before you move up to 5x. And before you lose the ability to pause. So take those pauses seriously. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. I'll give you a new update, hopefully within the next week. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you like the video and subscribe to our channel so you can stay on top of all of our latest video releases. I release content almost every day. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.